Oh my god, y'all. I have got to make a video about this watch. It is amazing. I mean, for the first time, Sammy has delivered 150%. Okay, so I'm going to just go over some things that I find amazing about this watch and that were a total surprise to me. First thing is the build quality. I mean, I've seen all their other watches and they were ugly. And this one is so beautiful. And what I love the most, my favorite feature, is my custom wallpaper goes right to the edge. There's no bezel. And on every single watch I've looked at, there's always that bezel. And I've always hated it. So that's amazing to me. The build quality is fantastic. I went and put a magnetic Milanese loop on it. I'm covering up my arm because I have such ugly hands, but I didn't care. I had to make this video because it's just such a fantastic watch. So I went ahead and I got the LTE from T-Mobile, and they're having a promotion right now. It's free every month on the plan that I have, but I just had to pay for the watch, which was $100 more than the regular version, which I found totally worth it. But I was just going to show you some things that I found that were just, you can't do without. I mean, having this dial is so fantastic. I could never go back to a watch that didn't do that. I mean, just like for instance, oh, the greatest thing, having Samsung Pay right there with MST technology, you don't even have to put a pin or anything. I mean, you have to be signed in and all that. And if you take the watch off, you instantly have to sign in again. So that's cool. But just the convenience. I thought Samsung Pay on my phone was great. It's kind of bulky, and there's been a couple of times I've been like, I'm going to drop this thing. So that's why I put this on it so that I could hold it when I was at the terminal. But oh my goodness, this, you see the gesture, how quick it wakes up. Everything is so buttery smooth. Oh my God, you talk about gushing. I am gushing over this watch. So anyway, so just for instance, like say, you wanted to, and smooth. Oh my goodness, my Android Wear was such a horrible experience, and it was constantly forced closing and jittery and just too many notifications. That thing drove me crazy. But just watch. Like if you want to do the brightness, you just, I don't even know, you might be able to get to the brightness another way, but you just can go up and down with this dial. This dial is amazing. It works in almost every single app. Now, for typing, have you ever tried to type a message to Android on an Android Wear? You're like, but like my husband, if you want to speak a message, you can just, I think you can just do the dial. See, like you can go right there. Wait, I don't have it down 100% as you can see, but let's say we tap it. Hey, can you bring home milk? Okay, so you could hit send or go back, and then it'll ask you, do you want to, wait. Like I said, I don't have it down completely, but get out of there. That back button is amazing. I love a back button. Yeah, discard the change. And the keyboard, I mean, I can't believe how good the keyboard is. So you can write by hand like, hi, and then space, how. No, it doesn't always do great, but what it does do great is this keyboard. I mean, it's word prediction. It's really good. I can't believe they could fit all these letters on here. So if we were going to do hi, I can't even see how. This is a bad angle. Space R space U. It's got really good word prediction. Another thing is that if you're listening to something on your phone, where is that? Where is Chrome? Come on. All right, so if you're listening to something on your phone, let's go here. Come on. I should just pick any one, right? But I had one playing already. Oh, seriously? All right, let's just pick that one. So then you would just go to your music player and stop it or start it. So quick. And then let's say you were going to play a video. Hang on. Where's Skype? How good is that? I mean, if you ever used your music player on your Android watch, it was hit or miss and it was terrible. So that's a really good feature. So love the music player. And the timer, is like right there and you can just reset it. I mean, honestly, I'm sure there's 100 million things that I'm missing telling you about, but I've used this for the past week and I'm like, wow, I can't believe I suffered with Android Wear for the past year or so. This is not only like my Apple Watch experience, but 10 times better because I hated the look of the Apple Watch. I hated the square dial. I hated the small little display with the big fat bezels. I hated it being on Apple because of the limitations. And this watch right here, I mean, they killed it. Design, price, features, this dial. Oh my God, this dial. Don't even get me going. And Samsung Pay with the MST, like I walked up in the gas station the other day and I started to use my watch and the lady is like, oh, we don't do that. And I didn't even bother to argue because Samsung Pay works so quick. I just put my finger up like this and within a second it beeped and she was like, wow, which is what I get all the time. So many cashiers are like, no, we don't have that. And I just, with my phone, I used to say, wait a second, I'm pretty sure it'll work because with my phone, it took a lot longer to use Samsung Pay. You had to wait for it to communicate. And even with the MST technology in my phone, I never had it placed at the right point. And it was always a little bit of a delay. So I would have to tell the cashier, just give me a second, I'll get it. And I always did. I never had any real problems. But with the watch, I've used it now like 15 times. And every time it's just like that. So that's all I really had to say. I mean, if you're thinking of getting a watch, wow, this is the one to get. It's not going to be there one day. It is there now in every way. So just want to share that and wish y'all happy Thanksgiving. Thanks. Bye, y'all.